I used to watch this cartoon called DuckTales, and Scrooge McDuck, the rich protagonist, his motto when he was little was work smarter, not harder. So he was always innovating and making money. And my grandma always told me that. She said, Lewis, work smarter, not harder. And I think she thought I would grow up to be an entrepreneur instead of a bum. But either way, I figured out the smartest way to work, which is to say not at all. Feeling out of place, feeling meaningless, all these things, that was essentially the problem I ran into. And the solution I found was just to throw myself completely out of every social and psychological framework that was fostering them. And now I'm...
So exile.
Yeah, an exile from all of these weird thought machines that have made millions of people miserable for the last 100 years or more. And that's frightening in its own way, because it means coming up with your own thought machines. It means recognizing the parts of the universe that you personally can identify with and attach value to. And that's a hard thing to do, because the universe is a bizarre place and not easy to read.
If you get caught sitting on the sidewalk, sleeping on the sidewalk now, from like, was it 9 o'clock in the morning or 7 o'clock in the morning to 10 o'clock at night, they cite you tickets now, whatever.
Even if it's just you showing your face, that's against the law to be a poor person in a rich neighborhood.
If you go in the other neighborhoods across the bridge, they're going to get mad too. It's not like we could just empty in southeast or northeast and nobody's going to say nothing.
They arrest people like this for sitting on the sidewalk. We got those people sitting over here shooting heroin and the cops walk right on by them. They don't care about this stuff.
Anywhere you go, you got to be up early.
So what do most of the guys out here end up doing? They just get hassled, pushed out again and again?
Yeah, more or less.
Hands off the poor! End police harassment! 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 Hands off the poor! Hands off the poor! Hands off the poor! Hands off the poor!
If they're not going to solve our problems, if they're not even going to acknowledge our say in what services we receive, and I am a houseless person, then we need to get together as a group and do it ourselves.
I have seen a lot of things in my time, being homeless for 20 years. Half of it I chose to be, and the other half I haven't. The other half that I haven't is because the government doesn't think that my internal detachment in my knee, the surgery that I need in my back, and the surgery I need in my brain is not enough. It's people like you that make it easier to give me the power to stand up to them. So I gotta say thank you for that, guys.
We've been marching for about an hour and a half now. We've stopped the sweeps, disbanded Portland police, and capitalism is about 2/3 of the way done with it. So I figure another half an hour and we can call it a day.
You cynical bastard.
I can't help it, man. I've been watching people do this for 6 or 8 years now.
What you're doing?
And it makes people feel great. It really does. So it's a valuable tool for the community. Because these people come out here and get fired up.
And you create a little bit of visibility, right? I mean,
well,
to a certain extent.
No. Not really.
You think it's pretty minor, huh?
I mean, yeah, well, you saw the kind of police presence that we got. You saw the kind of community response.
Right.
Somebody got a jaywalking ticket, and 2 or 3 people took flyers.
Right.
The only real thing we did was hand out bread to homeless people.
Right.
And each other.
Right.
That's what, it's like I said before, man. Yeah. I only get behind one political cause, and that's free food.
Just a bagel.
Okay.
You want it?
You don't want that bagel? Oh, I'll eat it. Haven't eaten dinner yet.
Fresh. No, it gets pretty miserable when it gets done. In the cold weather.
So you don't necessarily feel more free out here than you might be inside?
Yeah, I don't like these apartments.
I'll private train all my animals to follow me around everywhere I go.
Yeah, I'm sick of traveling alone.
I would do, but I have to like get a job set up and so I'm just
for all those motherfuckers.
I knew Portland wouldn't disappoint us. We've been downtown trying to find snacks for 45 minutes or an hour.
Us too. I just found another pizza too.
Oh sweet, let me know.
We just got lots of fucking money spanging downtown. So we were gonna buy beer and then I wanted to check out this dumpster because I haven't been here yet. And I love pizza dumpsters. Holy shit, there's so much pizza. I don't even know what the fuck we're gonna do with it all.
Nah, the truth of it is, to a certain extent, we're basically just engaging in wordplay. So it's just a little game for us.
It's a game of symbols.
Right.
I mean, we do the same thing.
Whereas you might take it more seriously than we do.
Well, no, I mean...
It's not that I don't take it seriously, but at the same time, I know it's just a game, and
yeah, exactly.
it's not likely to produce any major effects.
Well, we're still bandying about these metaphors. That's the tricky part about it.
You guys are just looping and bending around ideas.
Yeah, even if we think we're talking about something real, we're still looping and bending. That's good. I like that.
Yeah, it's
looping and bending around the Godhead, and we can never reach it.
Yeah. It's crazy mystical energy that we'll never understand. I like leaving on Friday. I like doing what we did last time. Because then if we're on a train for a while, I like leaving on Friday nights because then there's such slow traffic on Saturdays that there aren't as many workers in any yard we'd be going through and there's not as much security.
Did we leave when we left on a Friday from Mattabahagan?
I don't think so. I think we left on a Saturday. Or May, was it Friday? I think
It
we were
was
on the train.
4th of July. I can't remember which day that was. I remember seeing the fireworks over the train yard.
You guys have any room in your water bottles for more water?
Then fill them up.
How far into Oregon is Hinkle?
South of Pasco, along the Pasco, there's Pasco and Hinkle. It's a few miles up from there. Let me see your map. I'll show you exactly.
Nampa's the next.
Oh, Nampa.
And
That's right,
there's
Nampa.
La Grande.
Boise's just above Nampa. Nampa's the next stop, and then after that is Hinkle.
La Grande is even in between there. There's two crew changes.
I rode up above the axles on the UPSs.
Really?
Oh yeah, some of them you can do that. It's pretty nifty when you got about 7 bulls standing up at the main office. And oh shit, what I'm gonna do now? So you can crawl. Some of them actually you got to look them over, but some of them you can crawl up in above the axle, and they can't see nothing but tires.
Yeah.
Nothing here, just tires, and you know, you're up in the belly of that thing, you know, and you don't even know you exist. Stealing a ride, they like to call it, but some of them, I mean, personally, they do that. Oh, you're still on a ride, huh? Yep, still on a ride.
No,
Whatever.
Just borrowing a ride. Just borrowing.
Hey, the blackberries are ready, aren't they?
Yeah, they should be.
Ah, yeah. Ice cream almost to me. I love the blackberries. That's what I go mainly for at Portland, for the blackberries. I love the blackberries.
Good blackberries?
Big suckers. Bigger than your thumb, man. The smallest are big as your thumb.
Just growing in.
I can't believe how big they are.
Just on the bushes on,
Yeah,
along the river, or where?
All the bramble, all along. Well, don't get too close to the railroad. They spray. You don't take anything off the railroad close to the tracks, to the rock. You get to about 20, 30 feet in, you're safe. You just gotta be careful.
Probably a Friday, because I remember the day we got out, It was Sunday when we got out at Stanfield.
Okay.
No. Yeah, it was Friday last time too. Yeah, that's what happened.
Being a musician is like being an actor. It's just as theatrical. I guess that's what held me back a lot of times when I was in Nashville playing music, because it's weird being an actor in front of your friends, you know? It's weird playing that theatrical part.
And the future is over our heads, and it moves with these current events until it all falls around you like a slow, steady rain just going when it's looking this way. And the moon's laying low in the sky, forcing everything metal to shine. And the deafening pleasure I thought I heard someone say, we walk away, they'll walk away. But greed is a bottomless pit, and our freedom's a joke, we're just taking a piss. And the whole world must watch this sad comic display. You're still free, start running away, cause they're coming for you.
I don't think that anyone deserves anything that they cannot produce themselves. Well, unless...
Love?
I mean, I feel like the greatest love is the love that you earn. When you're in a romantic relationship, I mean, it would suck if that person loved you out of guilt or shame, but because that person loves you solely because he chooses to love you, because you earn his love, because you have the highest standard of his values. That's
you don't share the same values.
Well,
like Jim and Eric. No. What about unconditional love?
I love my friends because I respect them, and they are my friends because I can trust and respect them, and that's the most beautiful thing of all, because they're my best friends because they've earned that love, because they are beautiful people. If I just gave them love because they were assholes and I knew they couldn't get friends otherwise, I mean, they would, when you earn something, you appreciate it much more, and it's much more beautiful to me, I think.
So why now do you want to go inside?
I just feel done with the experience, at least for now.
This is an experience for you.
Well, it's several things, and part of it has been an experience.
It's just an experience.
And other people just, and like I said, there's a lot of reasons people are out here.
There are people out here because they don't have a choice.
Right.
I just got lucky because I'd be out there. I sure want to be out there.
It matters who you surround yourself with. I mean, I have my own tribe of people that think the same way that I do, that I can trust, and we travel together autonomously through city to city and never are bothered by anyone. We protect each other. It's like a tribe in a literal sense. It's like an urban tribe. It's beautiful. It's wonderful. And we choose to suffer as beings. I mean, you can think something is terrible and I can think something is wonderful, and there's no use in really discussing it or trying to reason about it. It makes no difference, you know. I mean, I have my life and you have yours.
You know, I just can't understand why you're defending it, but now you want to come inside. So are you going to get back and get a job, and then you feel like you're not going to go anywhere, or you're not going to...
When I go back, I want to do it my way, and I want to defend the rights of everybody that wants to be out here, and I want to help everybody that doesn't want to be here get inside.
He flies signs, you know, he begs to sign. And he can't make any fucking money flying a sign in front of a house. And there's a place right across the street from that where you can, where it's one-way traffic, so you can fly a sign. And you can make, like, probably a good $30 an hour. He wasn't making any money in front of a palace. So I talked to him about it. He started getting all hussy-fussy with me. So I was like, alright, fuck off, leave me alone. And then I just went and sat down and talked to other people about what he was doing and how I thought I was stupid, and he was like, what are you talking about me? Fuck you, dude. And I was like, I can talk about whatever the fuck I want. Suck a dick. And he was like, you better watch your ass, I'm a grown adult. And I was like, fuck you, I'll break your goddamn neck. fuck off, leave me alone, don't talk to me, piss off. I can talk about whatever I want. If I want to talk about how retarded you are, I'll talk about it. What the fuck do you care? You know you're retarded. I just fucking hate beggars, man. I don't like them. I don't fucking like beggars. Just don't. Especially beggars that lie about what they're doing. Beggars that sit out with signs like saying that they're trying to get food or whatever. Or beggars that panhandle about food. It's like there's plenty of food in this town. You don't have to buy food in this town. You don't have to do it.
It's definitely true.
I don't beg for food. Well, I guess actually I do, because I'm begging for money right now for when I travel, because I need money to buy food when I travel. But these home bums just sit around here and get drunk every day and lie about it. It's fucked up. It's stupid. You need to get a fucking life or a job or some type of talent, or go die. I don't care. Go fucking die. Go fucking die.
The day you repent is the day you die. The day you repent is the day you die. The day you repent is the day you die. On the plastic, we sit down the barrel of a gun. Back then, yes, fight like hell. Fill the river drunk with blood. Isn't it all such a beautiful send out 1,000 letters hoping we could give it one last try. The day you repent is the day you die. The day you repent is the day you die.
Fucked up.
Why do you eat in garbage?
Why, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Because there's so darn much of it, and so much of it is food. It seems almost as though I have a moral obligation to consume garbage. Nope. Failure. Total failure.
How does it make you feel to get rejected like that?
Oh, makes me feel just fine. Because I don't have to pay for any of their gasoline, or their mortgages, or their dental bills. I don't have to go wherever it is they have to go. I'm not going bald from stress. I'm not overweight. Basically, everything is just fine.
So if one plane is taking off, we'll probably have more planes taking off and more planes coming in. So we'll wait a minute so you can maybe get a shot of it.
Cool.
So pretty.
So
I will skip you for the moment, Daniel. Or Are you that interested?
Yeah, just get me for the moment.
He's fucking done. He's totally.
He's got the
this
camera
poor
now.
guy. He doesn't smoke much weed, and you can tell.
No, I don't. But you know, if you have enough bad experiences, you don't want to keep on doing it.
Well, in hell, I just got
This
my
is quite
tolerance
different.
up from NorCal, so.
Well, I hope that this is a good experience, and I hope that we'll get to do it again.
Yeah, definitely.
To future road trips. So how do you guys want to identify me? What kind of a nickname do you want to give me? Because I never put in a last name, but I always put in a nickname. I don't know.
Well, you said you call yourself Lexus, right?
Yeah, that's my stage name, though.
You want a better nickname than that?
Yeah, because you didn't meet me there. If you would have met me there, I would be like, oh yeah.
Okay, then you're Lexus. I don't know, Daniel. How do you think of her?
Wow, pretty spontaneous. Kind of joyous, you know, just.
The chipper blonde. Oh wait, I'm a brunette. Huh? No, don't ask me. I'm just a girl. My favorite 3 lines are.
Just a girl.
Don't ask me. I'm just a girl. Haha. And
Yeah.
then you did the little blonde laugh. But I'm a brunette.
Right.
That happens.
Does that ever bother you to do that?
What? No. It's fun. Okay. No nickname?
How about Joy?
Joy, eh? That's
I can't think of anything else at the moment.
Oh, that's the one then.
Just Joy.
Sure.
Next. Oh.
Feel that rumbling.
They never do anything.
Well, they detained us last time.
They detained us?
And more likely than not, that's the most they'll do.
Well, this is a metropolitan area.
Yeah, it seems foolish against their wrath.
Now the nomads are dropping their anchors, falling into the sea. And I stopped throwing rocks at the river. Now you'll find me swimming upstream. There are power and unions of ramblers who got nothing to own. But there's more in one fist swinging mothers swearing my children shall never be sold. Chill off Columbus and turn the world around. After all, the nomads are settling down.
As free as you think that you are by being on the road, you're still governed by laws. It doesn't matter where you go or what you do. You're still trapped. You can find your own measure of personal freedom, but it's always within parameters. There is no such thing as absolute freedom.
Once Christ floods your soul, you're free of everything.
Well, that's not true. You're governed by the laws that Jesus Christ set for you. You're born a sinner. Why would you appreciate a religion that tells you you're dirty and condemned to hell just by being born?
You can make your own choice.
But that's not freedom. If you have a choice to make, then that's
choice.
You might have the freedom to make the choice, but
you can do what you want because you're free.
that's not freedom. That is the utter opposite.
Look at this day, how glorious it is.
Yeah,
Look at our
and
conversation. It's enlightening to both of us. Because I'm taking some of what you're saying and you're going to be taking some of what I'm saying. It's truly about opening your heart and opening your mind and not letting the world suck you in, you know, and spiritually releasing all that is within you. And then when you do that, the guilt, the resentment, the pain, the sorrow, it all goes away, and you wake up in the morning and you feel rejuvenated every day. Some days aren't as good as the next. Some days truly suck. But for all, or in the whole realm of things, I mean, it's a glorious day. And if your mind is willing to accept that and understand it, and can get a grip around it, and then your heart too, to reach out to your fellow mankind, you can't help but say peace, joy, and love to everyone you meet, because you want them to have the same experience that you've had.
I choose to trust Jesus Christ and His finished payment for my sin debt. I choose to reject the payment of Jesus Christ and trust my payment.
So what happens if you reject payment?
Do what?
You check the second box.
I don't know. Why do they even make the second box?
It says you're going to hell if you check that box.
It's an objective form of spiritual enlightenment or spiritual damnation.
There's no freedom. Freedom's nothing left to lose. Like a song about Bobby McGee. Feeling good was good enough for me.
The crucial thing is to divorce yourself from the idea of earning your pleasures. This is the mentality that's essentially fueled the growth of America from the earliest days. Come to this wonderful land of opportunity, and if you work hard enough, you'll be able to earn a good lifestyle. But the tricky thing, the thing they never told you, was that you already had a good lifestyle. It was just a matter of tweaking your interior processes a little bit so that you could realize that.
What is the trick to this approach?
Man, that's the question everybody's been asking. That's the question. For me, the trick is living in environments where I'm constantly exposed to the true variety and nature of existence, and not locked into these narrow paradigms of desire and fear and worry, you know. Not always buying the next thing and reading today's newspaper and eating the latest food product and whatever. Those are the kind of narrow pathways that make it very easy to maintain your mind in these loops of fear and worry and desire and whatever else.
We had 5 shelters, but they started getting overran by the amount of homeless that are in Seattle. So what happened was we turned around and had a meeting and decided to build a tent city. And the tent city was there to basically help the people that were not getting help that we wanted to help.
And this is our kitchen tent. And what I've just told Daniel and Lewis is that from the minute they have signed up to join our camp, they are fully vested. They have as much right in this camp as we do. You know, make yourself at home.
So
see
we're
something here you want to eat.
food.
If you can figure out a way to make a meal out of these canned goods, throw it together.
It's a pretty good deal. I mean, you get a place to stay, easily a meal every day, get bus tickets back to and from where you're going. So it's a starting place if you're trying to regroup and rebuild your life.
First night we
got to Seattle, we come in by bus and we slept on the streets. Neither one of us had ever slept on street concrete before, but we did that night.
Me personally, I've been in a homeless situation since about 2003. After I got a divorce, I kind of stepped out of life for a minute.
That's our agenda for last night. We just, you know, it's a well-run operation like most cities. We elect our mayors in, and we go through that agenda. We read off the problems and what's going on in the city and what we can do to become involved and help out.
This is my second week on the desk, and I went from doing absolutely nothing to a 40-hour work week. Like that.
People are starting to realize in Seattle, hey, we got some solutions for homelessness. It's called tent cities. You know, it works for the best part of the time. People come in, they do their part with the community. We pick up their neighborhood, the trash, we watch their cars, make sure they don't get stolen. The crime rate actually drops with our presence, you know. This past year has been one I'll never forget. I mean, I've met so many interesting people. I'm closer to the people, some of the people here in this camp than I am my own family members because we don't hide nothing from each other. I know what he's got. He ain't got no more than I got. You know, he might have a different set of clothes, but basically keeping up with the Joneses here, it ain't difficult.
So what it's done for me is given me a little bit of practice before I go out and pursue getting my degree and what have you, because I want to go back to school.
And you can tell by the people you've been talking to right now that we're just normal people.
Right.
You know, just trying to survive.
I mean,
but
like,
as a community
none of us
here,
ever
we're not
thought
just a
we'd be
community,
that.
we're a big family.
If you put any one of us in a 4-bedroom home on 6 acres of land with a privacy fence between us and our neighbors, we would be pretty lonely.
I was going to say, I wouldn't be happy. I would not be happy.
Tent City to come stay.
If you look at a neighborhood and watch how people react in the neighborhood, and then you watch like a tent city, you'll see more of a community going on in the tent city. Because in each tent city, they do security. Everybody has to do a little bit of security. Everybody has to do chores to kind of help keep the place clean and orderly, keep it running smoothly. You know, you see a community working together. In a neighborhood, you don't really see that. You see everybody just doing their own thing.
That's the one. Tonight, I am going to sleep on top of Skinner's Butte in beautiful Eugene, Oregon.
All right.
Somewhere on a footpath that no one will tread upon before about 10 a.m. tomorrow.
Do you feel any trepidation?
None whatsoever. Why should I feel trepidation? Everything, as usual, is just fine.